Yeah. What?
What's usually regarded as America's game, this showdown hits a different chord each year when it comes around. Filled with tradition and pageantry, it's a game unlike any other, and one in which the nation's finest will battle and fight for the honor and privilege to sing seconds. Hello and welcome everyone to a game that we've been eagerly awaiting, as we'll see a team from the American, the Navy Midshipmen, taking on the 6th-ranked team in the land, the Army Black Knights. For EA Sports College Football, I'm Reese Davis, David Pollack, Jesse Palmer alongside. Guys, we can't wait to see this game. Be looking forward to it all week. Navy ready for kickoff as we get this game started. Here's the return from inside his 10. Not a lot of space to be found. Good hustle by the coverage team, and they stop him at the 21. So Army's offense will have the football first. Army ran all over Navy in the last meeting, the Cadets winning in a blowout.
Army really handled everything so great. All this that goes into this game, their stage, all the pageantry before, they handled it very businesslike, and they took care of Navy, and Navy has heard about it for 364 days.
Well, obviously Navy then, David, they have to come out and they've got to be able to handle their emotions. You know, both academies, they circle this date every single year. This is the biggest game on the calendar, and they've got to do a better job from the very opening whistle all the way through until there's zeros on the clock of staying in control of their emotions to get the win.
Trying the left side. Got a little space. Got enough for the first. Running wide open down the gut of the field. And he got away from the defense and takes it in. Touchdown, Black Knights!
This offense is so good. Man, they can hurt you in so many different ways, and they do it so quick, so explosive. They can put small drives together, big drives together. They've really had a great year, and that's why they're a top 10 offense.
The Mids offense will get the ball for the first time. Every team has impact players. What traits are you looking for when it comes to players who can make an impact, David?
Well, obviously, you want the main things, right? Speed, physicality, like all power, all those things are really, really good. But you also need guys that will hold people accountable, guys that will lead, and it's nice to have those guys on your team. They're the leaders of the team, and they're the best player.
Oh, he's got some space. That one could really put this drive into high gear as they have a first down at the 37.
Not wasting any time. You just watch the opponent go down on their first drive and score a touchdown. So right away, you're aggressive. You're throwing the football on your first play of the game, and you're getting a nice completion. Really nice job.
They make the stop. Not a whole lot of ground picked up there, and they'll have work to do to get the first down. A solid pickup there before the defense is able to make the stop. Navy now facing 3rd and short.
I'll do that, but then I'll change the rundown clock. Might take some more.
They'll try to pick it up on the ground. That'll be enough for the first down as they stop him at the 43-yard line. Navy quick to the line.
Defense gives up the pretty big run. They get the first down, and listen, you got to reload quick now because this offense, they got their foot on the accelerator.
And the defense had that one well covered. Just a short gain there. Let's see what they've got on 2nd down. Guys, we have a second here to talk about Navy. Recruiting starting to pick up a little bit for them, Jesse. I'm sure you saw they got a 3-star quarterback last week. And for a program like this, that can be a great building block.
That was a massive win for them. There were so many bigger programs after this guy, and yet he ended up here. And because of that, he is now a key building block, not just for this offense, but for the team moving forward. Lots of people very excited. And a lot of people expect to win right now just because of how good this 3-star QB is.
And they'll pat the kicker on the tail and tell him to go give it a shot. He slides that just inside the right upright. That'll bring him to within 4.
How about it? 50-plus, no problem. Big leg, nice accuracy. That's a big-time kick for this young man.
Here he comes from inside his own 5. He was hoping for something a little more dynamic, that they get him on the ground at the 20. The Cadets have it back as Army goes back on offense. Off to a good start here, and back to work now with a 7-3 lead. 3 tight ends in the formation on 1st and 10. They'll try it over the left side. Stopped at the 25 after a 5-yard gain.
Man, it's easy to call plays when you're getting 5 or 6 yards of pop on the ground. Like, why would I get complicated? Why would I get complex? Like, up front right now, this group just win, fall forward, get that good gain, stay ahead of the sticks, don't have to get in bad situations. This defense better respond, or else I'll do that all the way down the field.
Runs ahead and powers his way for 4 yards out to the 30.
And those little runs, man, they don't look great in the box score, but I love when an offense stays on schedule and it makes those third downs more manageable, easier, harder.
There he goes. At the 20. And he ran away from the defense to take it in. Touchdown, Army!
You know, oftentimes in college football, the best offenses are the ones that can create explosive plays, just like you saw right there. They're top 10 in the nation in points per game because they don't have to drive the field. They've got dudes scattered all over this offense that can take it the distance. any given play.
Guys, they call this America's game because no matter who you root for, you're captivated by this.
Well, and this is just one of those games I think always just stands out just because of the way it looks, right? It's all the uniforms in the stands. It's the pageantry. It's the history of this game. It's the style of football these two teams play as well. It just means so much to these players.
It's so cool, and it's saved for after the Heisman Trophy, after the championship games, when they get the spotlight on them, a well-deserved spotlight for what they do for everyone out there across this country.
All right, defense, you got to turn the page. Just gave up an explosive play through the air, but here comes the offense going quickly. You got to get lined up now and get ready for another one.
And this one will be stopped for no gain. Navy quick to the line. Looking to throw, it's Blunt. Fired just a little too long as the junior frustrated he missed that connection. The midshipman looking for a chunk play on 3rd and long. Now the play fake. And the quarterback runs out of time, and down he goes at the 38. The punt team makes its way onto the field. This will be their first punt of the afternoon. Gets off his first one of the day. He was called on 5 times in the victory last week. They're able to put a stop to that return right at the 30-yard line. Army has it back in the offense, ready to go. They've come out red hot already with a 14-3 lead. Single back formation, and they give it to him. Pushes ahead for a couple. They'll mark it at the 33. This rivalry started in 1890 when Dennis Mikey, for whom the stadium at West Point is named, talked Navy into playing a game, and the Mids blew them out.
And since that first blowout, obviously, this has been an unbelievable rivalry. So many things about it, honoring the fallen, the march on, the battle of the bands. So many of these things have gone back and forth. But Jesse, the football is phenomenal. Old school offenses that will hit you right in the mouth.
It's pretty cool, too, when you think about the history of this rivalry, because back in the day, these were two of the best programs in college football. There have been national championships. There have been Heisman trophies. Not necessarily the same thing today, but when you think about great rivalries in the sport, this is it right here.
And the Black Knights will have it 1st and 10. Anderson with the carry. And I think they'll give him 2 on that one. 2nd and 8 coming up.
Run game is good. Balance is good. Now, listen, if the run game isn't good, then you got to pass the football a little bit more. But sometimes you got to keep them honest, take them chunk by chunk.
Inside the 25. Nice pickup on the ground there, and they'll move the sticks with the 1st down.
What a run. Great speed, great vision, elusiveness, and David, he's tackled down close to the goal line.
Yeah, and this offense, when you can run the football like this, man, you will have success, especially in the red zone, trying to get touchdowns.
A 1st down run on the doorstep. And he is stopped immediately by the big defensive lineman. They keep pushing forward, now back to work on 2nd and goal from the 6. He'll run it to the middle, looking for the end zone. The offense somehow fell on it, and they'll retain possession. I don't know if it was luck or aggression or just a fortuitous bounce, but at least they've got the ball back.
Well, one thing I do know, Reese, this running back has got to do a better job with ball security. Cannot turn the football over and expect to win this game. They're very lucky they were able to jump on top of that.
Looking to get it in. And he's going to take it into the end zone. Touchdown, Black Knights! Lining up to tack one more onto that lead. And with the extra point, they're on top by 18. Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. Just unloaded on that kickoff. Don't have to worry about a return on a kick like that. They'll bring it out to the 25. Drive starts from their own 25-yard line. They go to the ground. Quick spin on the run. Picks up a useful 5-yard chunk out to the 30-yard line. Halfway there on first down, it's 2nd and 5.
I like this idea by the offense going hurry up here. You just had a very nice run. Let's get back up to the line of scrimmage and go fast.
Puts him in the spin cycle. The freshman brought down after a really nice run there. Navy quick to the line. It is the great equalizer, a way for the midshipmen to be competitive. Nobody did it better on the ground than Keenan Reynolds.
And we're going to talk about it a lot throughout the ball game because Navy obviously runs the football first, second, third, then their fourth option might be to pass the football.
The play action fake. Finds his man in the middle. And just a short, safe pass play. They pick up a few. The midshipmen come to the line facing 3rd and short. From the gun, the running back tries to hit the hole. Now with a great opportunity as they pick up the first down, they've got it at the 40. As they get set to snap it, just about to reach the end of the quarter. We've reached the break, and Army has the lead. Really strong performance so far to be able to build a lead here in the first period as we look at the stats. So after the break, they'll go back to work. From the gun, they'll try to impose their will. And he never had a chance, just stopped cold as soon as he got it. Navy will try to fight its way out of this hole here on 2nd down. Dropping back, it's Blunt. Quick strike complete. And that did not work. Defense smelled that one out from the beginning. What's old is new in offensive football. The return, at least on that play, of the pass-catching fullback.
Yeah, you used to see this all the time back in the day. Fullbacks used to play all the time. Now you don't see him near as much, but versatile piece at fullback. Listen, he can catch the football. He can make plays. Use the big fella.
And they're running out the kicker to give it a try. This kicker bragged that he can kick an 80-yard field goal. He'll settle for a 59. Oh, they blocked the kick.
Yeah, and a lot of times in field goal block, you load up one side, they load up the left side, push all the guys backwards, slip through the crack, get their hand up, and get the big block. Nice job.
One man in the backfield, and he gets it. Pass the sticks and still on his feet. Found enough room to get it into enemy territory. They're down at the 43-yard line. Offense set on first down. Anderson with the carry. Turning it on. He stopped at the 32, picks up 10 on the play and gets the first down. That's exactly what you'd expect from this brave old it done on the ground.
Yeah, they know who they are, they know what they want to do, and they're going to run the football at you early and often in this football game.
Give him 114 yards on the ground, and that magical 1,000-yard mark is oh so close. Running back searching for a hole. Really good running, gets it into the red zone, and they'll have it at the 16. The Black Knights can really attack on this second and short. Give to the running back. Fights off a defender. Stopped at the 13-yard line as they try to turn this into points.
Man, a nice second effort by the back to break a tackle. But how about those defensive backs willing to come up, stick their face in the fan, and make a tackle?
Those are the best run defenses, too, right? It's not just D linemen and linebackers getting all the plays, but it's DBs that are willing to not just cover, but tackle backs in the open field.
Awesome job. Run the football, right? It's really basic. Go to those plays you know can get you first downs, get you some extra set of downs, then you can go make big plays.
And the Black Knights kept this drive moving on the ground. Now back to work. They'll try the run. And he is just engulfed at the line by this giant defensive tackle.
Awesome job up front by this defensive line, being so good at the point of attack and eating blocks, eating some double teams that allows these linebackers to run free, unencumbered, and get to the football.
He's brought down just running hard in the red zone, and he'll be just a few inches short.
And running really has been the key on this drive, guys. Lots of success right there. They generate another explosive.
Sneaks it in.
The defense knew coming into this game they were going to have their hands full. Not only did they have to worry about these running backs in the running game, they had to worry about the quarterback as well. On design runs and on scrambles, they didn't have an answer for him right there.
And they did tack on the extra point, by the way, knocked it right down the middle. He'll bring it back looking for help. Nice job by the kickoff team. Everybody stayed in their lanes, and they'll stop him at the 16. And here comes the Navy offense. So far, they've only been able to muster a field goal, but hoping to get things cooking here. They've got the big fellas out there, a 3 tight end look on 1st and 10. Use the play fake, now to throw. That's caught. It's Harper. And a good job of coverage by that defense, just a short pickup. Not a whole lot of yards gained on that one, but using the fullback as a weapon in the pass game can pay dividends.
Yeah, oftentimes we see fullbacks just kind of shoving their face into the fan. They're getting blocks. They're inside the tackles. This time they try to sneak him out, see if they can catch the defense slipping. It's a nice change-up play by the offense.
Nice move there. At the 35, he's loose. He goes out of bounds, maybe a step shy of the 40. They're going to mark it at the 39, and a really nice pickup there.
The defense has got to do a better job with assignment football. Somebody has to be accounting for the quarterback on these run plays. You know you're going to see it. You've seen it on film. The option play, nobody home. He just takes off. That's an easy first down pickup for the offense. Moving forward now, the defense, they've got to settle in, and they've got to start playing better when it comes to assignment football.
He was looking for some place to put his foot in the ground, but the defense was everywhere, and he's knocked down behind the line.
They're trying to run the football. There's just nowhere to go for the ball carrier inside. He tried to bounce it to the outside. That linebacker way too fast. He met him there and forced the TFL.
We've reached the 2-minute timeout, and a score on this drive would do wonders for their confidence. Backed up now. Here's 2nd and long. To the air. It's Blunt. Pressure coming. Looking left. And it was worth the gamble, but the long pass is incomplete.
The offense just has not been able to find a way to get their rhythm going here in the first half. We just haven't seen it in the passing game. That was a really good example of it again. If they're going to score more points in the second half, they've got to make some adjustments here at halftime.
That's caught. It's Wall. He is denied. Cannot get to the first down marker, and it's 4th down coming. Navy will have to punt it away. And the punt hits at the 6, and they can't down it, and it'll be a touchback. The Cadets have it back as Army goes back on offense. Plenty of time left in the half here as they take over, but they will want to be efficient here in the final 2 minutes. Good, solid, determined run there. They'll mark him down at the 27. The Black Knights come to the line in the hurry-up. Off the play fake. On the move, he fires. Got his man to the left. All down, but he has enough to move the chains.
Well, when you're throwing these comeback routes, man, the timing has got to be so good between the two of them because you know the ball is going to be in the air a long time. You can't throw it late. It's going to get picked. That time, really nice job getting it out early. And there's
hits the afterburners. And he rolls into the house. Touchdown, Army!
Man, what great offensive execution. You talk about addressing a 2-minute situation and using almost all of the clock, adding to your lead and creating more momentum going into the half. Great execution by this offense.
On the move from inside his 5. Nice job executing all of the assignments as they put a stop to that return at the 22. Enough time to get off a play before we head to halftime. To the ground with the back. They keep feeding him in this running game, and the defense is having none of it, and it's been that way all day. That's the end of the second quarter. That means it's time to join Kevin in our halftime update. Up and ready to kick off this second half. Bringing it out. Good job by the coverage unit to stop the return man. And Navy will go back on the attack. Huge deficit to start this third quarter. They just need to find something to build a little confidence.
Yeah, it hasn't gone well. When you're trailing by this much, this first drive, man, does everything matter and hinge on this? Because every possession in the second half is going to be critical.
Yeah, and I think if you're on offense, why hold back? What are you worried about? Nothing went well in the first half for you, and at this point, trailing by as much as you are, throw caution to the wind, be aggressive, and let's just see what happens.
Snagged in the middle. It's Newton. He's brought down quickly. Minimal gain there. Still a bit short of the first down.
In the slant route, you got to put that foot in the ground and cut in a hurry so you can create a little bit of separation from that cornerback, and a nice job with the concentration, plucking that football, pulling it in.
Unloads to the wideout. It's a fumble. Defense grabs the football, and there he goes. Knocked down, but not before. He gets the first down after recovering the fumble.
Well, it's a nice job by him making the catch, but guys, you got to secure the ball and put it away. The play's not over. And give the defender credit for knocking it loose, and the defense jumps on.
What a job up front, and he'll lose a yard on that one.
Well, the defense was trailing going in at halftime, and I think they made some adjustments against the run. They want to slow this guy down. That's a really nice start to the second half if you're on defense.
They keep him out of the end zone. He's run out of bounds at the 5. They'd love to make this short field pay off with a touchdown instead of settling for 3, but it is 3rd and goal. He wants to change this route. On 3rd and goal, they'll throw it. Finds a spot in the middle. And they've got him down after the short completion, but they inch closer and closer to pay dirt. They'll send out the kicker here. Dead center perfect. Well, that's just piling on. Not the penalty kind, just the mean kind.
Give the defense a ton of credit in this sudden change situation. Their offense just coughed it up. And this defense comes out, they go 3 and out and force a field goal. That's a win if you're on defense.
Nice job by the kickoff team. Everybody stayed in their lanes, and they'll stop him at the 16. And the midshipman offense making its way back onto the field. And the fumble on that last drive could have been much worse, David.
They bailed him out. They held him to a...
Picked off. What a play to set him up.
And the defender makes a great read, breaks on the football, and makes the big interception in the back end. And here's the thing. That's number 4 this season, so he's finding the football consistently.
3 tight ends in the formation on 1st and 10. They'll go to the ground. He'll try to take it back. Really good job by everybody there. Well blocked, good run, and a 1st down. And the Black Knights are threatening in the red zone. Might as well run him until they stop him. He's got it again. They'll wrestle him down at the 4-yard line after that run.
This shouldn't be a surprise to anybody. If you've got the lead in the 3rd quarter and you want to keep it, you got to bleed the clock. Best way to do that, run the football. And you're now seeing this offense call.
And he takes it in for the score. Touchdown, Black Knights. Now they have extended this lead, guys, starting to put the hammer, but sometimes a rivalry game can give you a little of extra fight back.
And there can be no panic at this point now. You've worked too hard this offseason, David. They've had this game circled for so long. You've got to play your best football right now and fight back.
And you just need something good to happen on this next possession. You got to get the crowd back into this football game. Big rivalry. Get some emotion. Get some momentum on your side.
And here comes the Navy offense. Well, the good news about this drive, Jesse, it can't go worse than last. Breaks into the open. Just searching and working for the running room as he gets it out to the 26. The midshipman could get really aggressive here on 2nd and short. The give to the back. Breaks the tackle. He's brought down, but it'll be enough for a 1st down. They moved the chains on the ground last time. Let's see if they try to hit him up top. They'll leave it with him. That is a big win for this defense as they were right there as soon as he got the ball.
Man, the momentum is squarely on their side right now. It's starting to feel like they're running away with this one. They scored a touchdown their last time out. Now on this drive here in the 3rd quarter, the defense makes a massive play against the run, creating a negative play. They've got the opponent going backwards.
Not a lot of room, but found his way ahead for 2 out to the 26.
And, man, the big fellas up front, they don't get a lot of credit. They don't get talked about a lot unless it's negative, but they're the big component, man. They've got to get some push, to get some running lanes, get this running game going. They're the ones that make it go.
That one's going to keep him awake tonight as he just missed it. Navy will have to punt it away. No chance for a return. He makes the fair catch at the 26, and that's where they'll go to work. Army has it back in the offense, ready to go. The give to the back. Gets it across the 30 to the 31, a pickup of 5.
And defensively, one of the most important things is stopping the run, being physical up front. That was too easy for this offense. You can't give up 5 and 6 yards a pop on the ground. Like, that is a recipe for disaster. They got to be more physical. Get off the ball, get downhill faster.
The Black Knights line up, trying to move the sticks on 3rd and short. They knock him down, but he's got enough to get it across the line and pick up the 1st down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Anderson with the carry. Continuing to turn and move it forward, and they're closing in on midfield. It's down at the 48. And the Black Knights can play this second down a lot of ways with just a few yards to go. The give to the right. This time they stop him behind the line of scrimmage, and boy, that has been rare in this one. Coming to the line of scrimmage on third down. The offense changing the play. Guys, it is Army who carries the lead into the quarter break. Let's take a quick look at the national rankings to see how this playoff race is shaping up. With the break, they had a little extra time to dial something up for this third down play. Trying to pick it up on the ground. He's going to come up a couple of yards short of the first down.
The big fella in the middle, man. Those defensive tackles, they go such a long way in deciding and really stopping the other team's run game. Just forcing contact with those guards and those centers, owning the line of scrimmage, and getting running backs on the ground.
The Black Knights are moving quickly down the field. Here's the handoff. And a nice run there before the defense finally makes the stop.
And here's the mindset if you're on offense. Fourth quarter, you've got a huge lead. Obviously, you're going to run the football, but just be aware of the clock. You don't want to snap it too quickly. You're probably just doing safe runs inside the tackles like you saw right there. You just got to execute. You got to be aware, but you've got this game in hand so long as you don't turn it over.
The give to the tailback. Oh, he's got some space. Brought down just outside the red zone. He moves the chains. It's at the 22. And the Black Knights have it with a 1st and 10. Might as well give it to him again. Getting work done on the ground. He's pulled down at the 14-yard line. Going to work on 2nd down, and the red zone is still some ground to cover to pick up that 1st down. Leaves it with the back. He'll be hauled down just inside the 10 of the 9 as they're trying to turn this into a score. The Black Knights trying to get a touchdown on 1st and goal. They'll try to get it in with the run. And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage. Defense rose up deep in its own end on that last play. Now a 2nd and long coming. He'll run it to the right, looking for the goal line. He's brought down at the 6, but the defense feeling the heat to make a stop here. They'd really rather not have to settle for 3. It's 3rd and goal from the 6. The snap sets up to throw. Just a little bit too much juice on that one as the freshman was taking a shot. Now on 4th down, they'll send out the field goal unit. Absolute shank. Missed it. They blow the field goal. Something finally goes wrong. And Navy will go back on the attack. They hope to be able to cash in on this drive, David, after having to punt it last time.
Yeah, and I think this offense needs to start it with the first play. You need to be successful and productive on that first play, and it gets you in less predictable situations.
No doubt, too. Don't you just feel like there's a little bit more sense of urgency on this drive? It just feels like they've got to be able to put some points up on the board here.
Ripping off a pretty good chunk of yardage. They've got it out to the 41 with a 1st down. So they move the sticks on the run. Let's see what they do with this one. Caught in the backfield, it's Moses. He'll be forced out of bounds. Let's mark it at the 48-yard line as this offense continues its work. Navy comes to the line facing 2nd and short. Wants to go up top. Right on the money. And he's knocked down immediately, but not before he moves the chains. The offense setting up shop at the 46, 1st and 10. Out of the shotgun, they go to the ground. And there was nowhere to go, just stopped in his tracks in the backfield. Navy will try to fight its way out of this hole here on 2nd down. That will take us to the 2-minute timeout, and not much time left for this offense to put together a miracle. And here comes the offense on second down. Back to pass. Got his man down the middle. He almost picked up the first down on that one, but he'll be just a little bit short.
And I know this football game is over, but we got to keep fighting. We got to keep finding something, some kind of rhythm in this offense, something we can hang our hat on that we do really, really well. Listen, the intermediate passing game like this has taken over college football, short to intermediate. So if they can find some of this, it'll help their offense moving forward.
Big moment here for the defense. Can you come up with one more stop? You've got the lead. It's 4th and short. You're kind of in no man's land, so you're expecting them to go for it. If you can get off the field right.
And they got him. A sack denies the try to convert on 4th down. They got the big fellas out there. A 3 tight end look on 1st and 10. On the ground, trying to pull the plug on this clock. Not much running room there thanks to this senior defender.
And the defense is still fighting. They haven't had the day that they dreamed of. But, you know, talking to the coaches coming into the game, like they thought they had a good plan. They'd be ready to attack and limit some of the damage this offense has done. They haven't done it today. They got to go back to the drawing board, figure some things out, because this wasn't a great day.
They've got it 1st and 10 at the 50. Perhaps you're not aware, the Army actually has more boats than the Navy, and today they also had more points. And as a result, they will celebrate a win in this rivalry game with the traditional sing second. Thanks so much for spending some time with us. For David Pollack and Jesse Palmer, I'm Reese Davis, and this has been another presentation of EA Sports College Football.